Well. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are. As for me, it's quarter to 3 a.m. in the morning. For some, it's quarter to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and to a lot of people here, it's a very nice time at night. Wherever you are, we hope you're having a swell day, and hopefully better conditions than here in Spain. I've just noticed I am pomming up at the top left, or bottom left, but I feel as if I am safe. I feel as if I am safe. Well, the first one out is Cyberhusky. Nope, it's not. It's Dropper, but Dropper is also... Oh, jeez. He's had a bit of a spin. And he's just... he's just drifting an area. Oh, here we go. Drift King. He comes back into the pit. Maybe it didn't like the setup, didn't like how that felt. Maybe you make a few changes with a Cyberhusky hit on an outlap. And here you go, first lap of the afternoon. Assuming it is where it is, but the rain has come down on a house above to spoil the party of everyone who was hoping it was dry, which is pretty much, I'd guarantee, everyone there. However, qualifying does go for an hour, and you may or may not see some dry weather by the end of it. However, Cyberhusky here does look like he's not doing too badly. He's handling the car well. But if anything from Monday has to say anything, every time I compliment a driver on their driving, there is such thing called, in sports, called the commentator's curse, and they crash or spin or ruin their lap or so. Fingers crossed that's only a Monday thing, because I'd like it to only be a Monday thing. But a 59 flat across the second sector. Almost losing it there. A little bit of oversteer for Cyberhusky. Comes through the final corner. The first time posted on the board today will be a 1:30.8. We have Grief coming through next. A 1:33.8. 3 seconds off the pace. How about his teammate? How is his teammate feeling? A 24.5 in the first sector. Coming through the second sector now. He's a long way off the pace, unfortunately. However, Matty was here is not too badly off the pace. In fact, he's on the pace by about 1.5 seconds. Good on you, Matty, in the Alfa Romeo. As DPV goes through with a 1:31.8. And Esfinger in the Aston Martin with a 1:29.6, 3.5 tenths off the pace. Daz pulls out a fast lap out of nowhere, and that is a 1:29 flat in just under 3 seconds. Freitag with a 1:30.2, 1.2 seconds off the pace. Rob Papole coming through the final sector in the Haas. Rob, we forgive you if it's a little slow on the first lap here. The car doesn't win anything. A 1:32.1, yes. You can only suspect, but could indeed be some improvement there. Otherwise, he may or may not be out in Q1 along with Grief, who's also just bettered his time at 130.6. However, Usky also improved 4/10 to go to a 129.65. We have an Aston Martin spun around the final sector. That is S-ing up. That is okay though, because he is on an in-lap, I would only guess. The only person on a lap from knowledge is Mr. Peach J, who's unfortunately had some sort of moment somewhere and invalidated his lap. Quite unfortunate for the young man from England, as a lot of these people are from England. We've got Rapid Hendo and Cheeseman out on an out lap. Tristan Freitag about to start another lap potentially. Raid Games 30 in the chat. Evening, mate. Evening, Danny, mate. We are missing you out here, Max Verstappen. Whoever is going to stop us all, huh? I hope you're enjoying your holiday. So get off Twitch and enjoy your holiday. However, the viewer is always welcome. Sector 3, there has been a car just slowing down to start their lap. That's all that was. Just to make the pit. So, just from knowledge, everyone so far has done their lap and is either in an in-lap or trying again. That's a purple sector 1 from Mr. Peach J. I don't know how much by, but as Rapid Hendo and Cheeseman on their flying lap for the first time. Red Bull getting really wide there as it had to go on the outside of the Haas. Comes through sector 2 into sector 2 now. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Danny, mate. I hope you have a blast and enjoy Croatia if that's where you are for all it is, and we'll be back seeing you here in a couple of weeks. As Mr. Peach J, no purple sector 2, however purple sector 1 might have him solidly on the pace here. No other time has been set just yet. But Cheeseman and Rapid Hendo out on his lap. And that is a 130.3, so maybe a purple sector 1, but there is a lot of time to be gained there for Mr. Peach J. Be a little bit disappointed with that, but speaking of people who have to do Kahoot proud in a Mercedes, it's Rapid Hendo. Where can he put the car? He put the car in P9 for 131.9. You can only suspect there might be another lap for the Rapid Hendo. Cheeseman with a 133.7. He will definitely be having to find some more time, as P11 will not. Will it? What am I thinking? We're not in Q2, boys. We're in Q1. So as long as everyone has a clean lap, or a lap, this should be through. So, Roof is unfortunately left the session. So, if this was Q2, as I was eerily anticipating it to be, Cheeseman right now would definitely have to go out again, but maybe a little bit of sandbagging involved there. And we have Rapid Vorno in the Alpine, as Pajala would say, however it is the Alpine. Heading down on his lap now. DRS not opened, unfortunately. If you do not know the rules of DRS, if it's wet, no DRS. If it's dry, well, if it's after 3 laps of the race, then DRS will always be open. In qualifying, same thing applies, except You're allowed to use DRS as much as you like, as long as it's not wet. And unfortunately, as you can see, very, very wet out there for the drivers. As you can see, Jack the Rapid Warner going a bit wide. And by a bit wide, that was very wide at turn 5. Yes. Up to turn 7 here, keeps it on the track this time. Looks like he has a lot more speed to carry through in there. It's a 1. Yeah, unfortunately going that wide, he lost a bunch of time. Purple sector 1, maybe not be the waves. Don't put all your cards into sector 1s. Oh no! Jack has had a mare. Jack the Rapid Warner has had an absolute nightmare there. He back out of this lap. Will he go again or will he pull into the pits? He will indeed pull himself into the pits. Maybe gear up and put a fresh set on, or maybe a little bit less fuel. In the meantime, Rafa Pole 132.1. It's improved a little bit on his time. Yeah. Not much else to record at the moment, as Darth Morris is now on his first lap, and the Ferrari has invalidated. DPV, one of the drivers in the chat, saying it's very wet, and some inappropriate jokes being made by one of the absent drivers today. Danny, mate, I'm glad you're having some fun though. That's what she said. Darth Morris invalidates his first lap. Rapid Baton, on the other hand, is about to finish a lap. Looking very good at 130.1 for the Alpine driver. His teammate maybe not having as much luck as he is, as we have Esslinger improved by about 4 tenths to go into P2 with a 129.2. All these drivers know as long as they have a time on the board, they are through to Q2. Speaking of Rapid Baton, he's going for another lap here because he's just improved by 1.5 tenths. We have yellows in sector 3, but I can only imagine that too. His car's getting out of the way for Wananella, as we have a Ferrari about to start a lap. No, Cyber Husky improves by 3 tenths to go have a 129.3. His teammate starts on his second attempt at a lap, unfortunately lost the car at turn 1. Rapid Baton up a whole second on his first lap time. That is amazing, and in terms of where he might be at, he might be putting himself into P2 here, potentially even aiming for P1. We'll wait and see what he happens through sector 3. Very smooth on the power. It's a 128.8. We've broken into the 28.8s on this weather. Is it because the track is trying up? DPV, if you're still in the chat, let me know. There you go, purple sector 2, and a drift just to go along with it for Darth Morris. 58.3 is definitely the best sector 2 time we've seen in this qualifying session. We have Drop Dead Lauren going, let's go DPV. Well, Drop Dead Lauren, I'm sure he'll appreciate the support. As Darth Morris, 130.7. He's lost all of his time in sector 3 there. Almost 2 seconds, in fact. As Essinger goes quickest with a 128.8. Alex, mate, you keep improving, mate. You'll enjoy tonight's race, hopefully a lot more than Monday's. As we have Rapid Hendo go up to a 130.114. Cheeseman improving to a 129.4. I think it's definitely clearing there. Rapid Vorno needing to set a lap. He does, and is coming through the final chicane in the third sector. He knows he doesn't need to impress just yet. But the 129.8 through. Just Chopper that needs to set a lap here within the next minute and a bit. But I don't know if Chopper's coming out. If he isn't, then that's not good. But very close out the front between Espinger and Rapid Baton, mate. And I can tell you that because Rapid Baton's so elated with his time in Q1, he's decided to spin it. That is a man who thinks he's Alonso and has just done wonders for Ocon. Rapid Vorno retires from the session, obviously, to realises he has a time. So a bunch of drivers should hopefully be retiring from the session, as they are happy with their time, and there is definitely they're definitely through. Cheeseman, a man who was sitting on a 133 at some point, I do believe, has improved to 129.4, and now another 5 tenths to a 28.9 and put himself into P3. Very impressive job. Most of these boys were putting in 130s at the start, so I'm starting to think maybe there is a gradual improvement in the grip, the traction, maybe the weather itself. However, the weather itself does look a bit poo. That's all I'll say. It looks very difficult to drive in. Tristan Freitag on the Inters. So there you go. Well, it may still look like it's raining heavy. The Inter is now the quicker tyre. Tristan Freitag with a 128.1. This just shows you how much improvement can be done in a short time. We first rocked up into this session, most of these boys weren't even breaking the 129s on those wets, and now it is time for Inters within 18 minutes as the weather is hopefully clearing up. Cheeseman and Tristan Freitag, and that is it. Tristan's going for another lap. He's up 3 tenths almost. He's on up 8 tenths on that time. My golly gosh, that Red Bull really is Max Verstappen at the moment. Danny, mate, unfortunately it seems like you've been replaced. However, I know you don't even drive a Red Bull. You fraud. Just looked like there's so much more pace and grip, not only on the track but with the tyre, as he comes across the line with a 127.2 to make himself look absolutely miles ahead of the field. However, he's taken the opportunity to get these Inters going, and fair play to him. DPV in the pit, just waiting for him to put the car through into the pit lane, and we should be going ahead to go into Q2. There you have it, folks. Tropper not setting a time. I do believe that means that Williams, will he be in Q2 then? I have no idea. I even wish I knew. You know, if I was awake right now, which I'm definitely not, I would know. So heading into Q2 in the next 10 seconds. Let's see what all these drivers have on the Inters. Very, very excited. So, now that it is hopefully stuck on the interweather, let's see some heat, grip. Let's see some times start to evaporate down a little bit more. Because these inter tyres are, well, they're called slicks for the wet. So let's see some beautiful time. It does look like the rain has lightened up a lot in comparison to where it was in Q1. So these inters should be just about perfect and ready to go. As you can see, everyone waiting to come out and get a lap. There's a train of about 5 cars there, both Ferraris and Aston Martin. Now for Tauri and a Red Bull. So the Honda family, a bit with the Ferrari family, and also Mercedes. So 27.2 was the quickest time that Tristan could gather himself on the final lap of his run on Inters. So let's set that as the benchmark to see if it's gotten any better or if he was just on a crazy good lap. For Schropper, because he's been out, I do believe that means he's left the pit lane, therefore he is through to Q2, and he's sitting there in 8th place. Just wondering who's potentially AFK'd. If it's the case, then he will be knocked out of this session if he does not make it through. Since we didn't give Esswinger any sort of airtime, let's go on a lap with him. So we have Cyber Oscar, we have Darth Morris, we have Rob Paul, we have Daz LFC, still a poor team choice. Esswinger, we have Mr. Peach J, we have one of the Alpines that would be Rapid Baton, and then we also have Tristan Fraser across the line. So hopefully, some very, very quick times, because Rapid Indo is also himself about to start a lap. And Matty was here, is also in the final sector, entering the final sector. Now, also himself, DPV, who has a lot of love in the chat from a couple of people. Getting a little bit of oversteer there. Yes, but these times are definitely starting to drop off 56 flat. However, not purple. Rather pole the 127.9 and well, 126.4 from Darth Morris, and a 126.4 from his teammate, and a 125.9 from Daz. Oh my. And a 125.9 from Esswinger. How about everyone else coming through? Mr. Beach with a 127.4. How about Rapid Baton? Rapid Baton obviously invalidated his lap. How about Tristan Freitag? Tristan Freitag with a 127.7. 5 tenths off the pace. He's set in Q1. Wow. And he's gone quicker again in this first sector, so the times are definitely starting to fold down the hill as these drivers put some time into their inters, time into the track. The track is getting quicker. Matty was here with a 126.7. The track's definitely getting dry. I do believe the rain. Look at the rain. The rain is almost non-existent. It's 2.5 tenths up for Esswinger on this lap. One of the Ferraris getting out the way there for him as well. I do believe that is Darth Morris. Rapid Ender with a 147.9. DP with a 128 flat. Daz LSE with a 125.8. So he does improve. It decides, nope, I'm good for now, and heads into the pit. Just Freitag improves? No? Maybe that was there the whole time. Rapid Baden validated again by the sounds of it. Cheeseman comes across the line and it's a 1:26.8 that puts him to PSAP. Mr. Peach Day improved. There you go. With the 1:26.5 it improves. Well, about a second because he was in the 27s. So he's now in the 26s. Rapidendo back across the line. Nope, he's pulling into the pit. He said, yep, I'll give it another crack at the end of the session. Rapid Baden looking very solid through here. Some lovely camera angles for you all in broadcast cam. 56 flat. Some a very decent time in comparison to what we've seen through there. Comes up purple, so that explains all. Bit of a mess here at the end though. Rotherpole doing the right thing and getting out of the way. Rotherpole was waiting. 1:26.2. I wonder if he may have lost a little bit of time in the last sector, but that's very good at Everson to P3. Grief, Chopper and Vorno have not come out. Cyber Husky coming out for a second attempt at this fastest lap time in Q2. Mr. Pichet improves another 10.5 to go to a 26.4 from a 26.6. These times are about 10 seconds from the pace you would probably see with these blokes on the dry. Some of them would maybe even be breaking into the 14s like myself. On a good lap, I promise. Wasn't sure if Rapid Baden was going for another lap here, but he's unfortunately invalidated it, and he's 3.5 tenths off the pace, so you can really see him pitting, but Matty was here with a 1/10 gain on his fastest lap, and that is the fastest sector one we've seen so far as he goes purple. Like Q1, it's all well and good putting it purple in sector 1, but there's a whole nother 2 sectors to go, and he's put the throttle on a bit too early. Spun the car, looks like the damage. There was no damage as it was tyre contact first. That's good to hear at least. He might need a pit. Cyber Husky on his second attempt at a last lap. Oh, and a Williams is spot at the corner. That was very, very close indeed. That was a Williams, a DPV. He's improved by 4 tenths on his previous time. 56 flat, just off the pace of Rapid Baden's purple middle sector from what I can see. Few hundredths in there. Oh, and Hyper Husky's lost it on the exit. Of turn 10 or turn 11, I do believe, but that was a massive moment. That was a massive moment for DPV, and there was also a massive moment for Manny was here. Darth Morris, Tristan Freitag, both on outlaps. I suspect maybe the times are starting to go down a little bit more. So Tristan Freitag definitely not in the clear, even if there are 3 drivers who haven't set times yet. Darth Morris. Well, he thinks that time might be a little bit under threat. You know, the track evolution and the weather does not seem like it's raining anymore. So, just like it said, it was wet, it was murky, It was just really, really, really wet at the start of Q1. Here we are heading into the end of Q2 and the rain has stopped. The inters are eating up this track evolution here. Very nicely getting out of the way, 23.8. Oh, and Darth Morris has lost it on the exit. And that is his time of a 1:26.4. That is a big crash on the exit of turn 4. As Tristan Freitag finds out as he passes him. So at 26.4, if you can all beat a 26.4, you might be into Q3, unfortunately, with Darth Morris crashing the car. Oh, and Tristan Freitag's lost it at turn 7 too. The third driver in Q2 who's had a moment of oversteer, or maybe got on the throttle a bit too early coming out of that corner. And almost spinning the car. It's 1.4 off his pace now, and this lap will be chalked, and he'll probably go again after this. He probably has to. Still only in 10th place. Sector 3. Jeez, man. Unfortunately, it's bringing out a yellow. DRS has been enabled from race control. I wonder if we're going to see some slick tyres here at the end. The track does look like it's set for inters, but with this game, they do dramatise the look of the track surface. But if DRS has been enabled, the slicks might just be faster at this point in time. Jeez, man, 2.6, sorry, 2.5 tenths off pace. Not sure about you, but that track almost looks, even with it being a little bit dramatised with the graphics, looks just about ready. Oh, and Saibarsky having to catch that not once, not twice, but 3 times through there. Rob for pole, clearly thinking it's ready for the opportunistic time there to come out on the mediums. And he's the second off his time, so maybe not yet, Rob. But if you can cross the line and go again, this might be interesting. Rapid Hendo clearly thinks so. But it looks like he's also very much looking for grip. So it's a very fine margin between the inters and the slicks right now. However, DRS has been enabled, so Sector 1 time should hopefully be coming down quite a lot. Sector 2 has a slight DRS zone too. Speech Chan and outlap. S-Finger also, these guys are on the mediums because they know the one stop here is so powerful. Here at Spain, we're on board. Not sure if Daz is going to make this, you know. Mr. Peach J crosses the line. Daz, mate, I think you're just getting a feel for it. Yep, that's fair enough. Best times are 1:25.8. 7/10 up, so the slicks are definitely quicker. The slicks are definitely quicker. Mr. Peach J is 6/10 up on his time. Essling at 7/10 up on his time. .7 seconds up. The track is damp, but it's now definitely favoured the slicks. Slivarsky retires from the session in the pit road, you believe. .122.8, so nowhere near completely dry yet, but that is a damp time for sure. Mr. Beach J will go through, not on the medium, so he'll have a free tyre choice. So, whoever had put a time in on the softs or the mediums and did reach through to Q3, they will be on that tyre. So, Tristan Freitag and Rapid Hendo will be starting on the softs. Esslinger will be starting on the medium. Everyone else, since they're outside the 10, but have also qualified on inters inside the 10, will have a free tyre choice. Very interesting. Will we see some hard runners? Who knows? We'll definitely be seeing 2 runs here in Q3. Everyone taking the opportunity to use this track evolution, and it might be, as I said half an hour ago, it might be fully dry by the time we finish Q3 here. And I'm just saying, that wasn't a guess, that was just a scenario. And I might just be right. 7? Only 7 runners? Well, none of these fellas will be complaining. Tristan Freitag, Rapid Hendo will be starting on the soft. Esslinger will be starting on the medium. I'm assuming everyone else will also start on the medium, realising they know how powerful the one-stop is. But everyone now using their soft tyres for Q3 here. 7 drivers, so maybe Slivarsky did crash at the end. We know Darth Morris crashed it, and Cheeseman, I do believe, was the other one inside the 10. So if they crashed out in Q2, they will not be participating in Q3. So we'll only have 7 runners here. A top 7 showdown indeed. .21.7, that's definitely the quickest we've seen so far, but Daz comes through with it. Oh, it didn't pop up. How rude. Not the game. Esslinger didn't pop up, but it says purple for him. BCJ 21.7 as well, on par with Rapid Baton, so quick times being set here. .50.5. And a 49.7 for Daz. Daz improving 8/10 on Rapid Baton in the first 2 sectors. Crosses the line with a 1:16.8. The sun is out, and Daz is unfortunately invalidated. 16.1 there for Esfinger. Mr. Peach J, 16.7. Also for Tristan Freitag. What about Matty was here? What can Matty was here do? Very similar time, I can only imagine. 16.7 as well. So Daz, unfortunately invalidated, might have indeed had the fastest lap, or thereabouts. Rapid Hendo now on his out lap, about to start his first lap in Q3. So let's go on board with him now. Very clean off the final corner there by Matty, the champ, Hendo. Yellow flags as drivers get out of the way for one another, or maybe they did have a slight little spin, but they're all coming in on their in-lap now anyway. 21.8, definitely wasn't purple, so don't be fooled. That is a glitch, spectator glitch. But 21.8 is about a 10th off the pace in Sector 1, but Rapid Hendo knows that as long as he's in Q3, he'll be very happy with himself. About a second off the pace now, based off the sector times. For Rapid Hendo. If you want to see that Mercedes in first place, check out the Oz Division League 1 race on Tuesday night. Hopefully I can do that for you lot. I did it for you lot in China. 17.5 for Rapid Hendo, 1.4 seconds off the pace, but that's okay. That's P6 for now. So imagine Daz go a little bit faster there, so P7 start for Hendo. If you told him that at the start of the full wets in Q1, I think he'd be happy with this. He's improved here. Improved by a couple of hundredths. Oh, unfortunately invalidates on the exit of turn 7. So, it's quite unfortunate by the young Scottish man. I do believe he's Scottish. If he's not, then my bad. But Daz on a new set of softs. How do I know? Because they look glistening in the sun. But Kahoot God, they always look glistening. No, they do not. That is a fresh set of softs. And there you have it. 0 laps. So, Manny was here, has done another lap under the radar somehow and improved by 4 tenths. Good on you, Matty was here. Daz. Here we go. Done a 15.6 on his hour lap, apparently. That's 5 tenths better than the lap we've seen so far. Oh no, Daz, unfortunately, has spun it on the exit of turn 2. Peach J just about to start his second run in Q3. Crosses the line. DRS open. Flaps should get you an extra 20 kilometers. Braking into turn 1. Very, very good. Doesn't use any curb on the exit of turn 2. Looks nice and smooth. Didn't look like there was too much understeer whatsoever. 28.7. Basically a couple of hundredths off of his fastest time. But 21.7 is still quick nevertheless. How aggressive will he get into turn 7? Gets very aggressive, but that's exactly how you meant to take it. 4 tenths up on his fastest time. This looks very impressive, you know. This looks very quick, very impressive, very smooth. Not put a foot wrong final corner. Do not put a foot wrong now. That's 16.2 from Mr. Peach Joe. Daz has started another lap. 21.5 in the first sector. That is lightning quick from the man in the AlphaTauri. Unfortunately, he has not invalidated that. Maybe that is a trick we have all missed. 49.9, not the quickest. Couple of tenths off the quickest sector 2 time we've seen. Either way, though, very impressive from Daz to not invalidate there. Clearly cutting across a couple of curbs. Not on purpose though, obviously running a bit wide. Unless it is maybe the esports line, then he did do it on purpose. 15.6. A 15.6 from the man in the AlphaTauri. Mr. Beach J has retired the car. He can't get much more out of it. Maddie was here next, is going to be next across the line. A minute 30 to go. Is sector 2 time. Looks very good. Uses a lot of curb on both those exits there. Maybe lost himself some time for sure. Sector 3 has been getting out of the way, but no, he improves to 16.1, puts him into effective P2. Rapid Endo crossing the line. It's a 17.1. It's a good improvement of 4 tenths. Tristan Freitag could not do the same. And we'll have to go again for his final lap now. Alright, Esving. Dad's going for another lap. He's allowed to. That's the problem with being so close here in Sector 2. Maybe some dirty air here for Alex, who is Esving at V1. There's the... Nope. He's up by 2.5 tenths. But that Mercedes would definitely be distracting the front end of that Aston Martin. Robert Hendo going off at the final sector. Maybe unfortunately lost it. A 15.5 from Esving as he crosses the line. That puts him effective P1. Daz has unfortunately invalidated. Matty has unfortunately crashed and invalidated. Rapid Batten will not improve and go into the pit. So, that is it. That is your top 7. Up Marissa, Husky and Cheeseman to the rest, but congratulations to the Perryman S-Wing at V1 puts the car ahead by 1.68 tenths over P2 of Dad's. P3 is Christian. Tristan? P4 Matty was here. P5 Mr. Peach J. P6 Rapper Baden and P7. P7 is, well, who's P7? Rapid Hendo. Darren in the chat saying he had a lot more time and unfortunately invalidated on my last lap, mate. Too many bloody Darrens, if you ask me. But if I am theoretically speaking, Daz, you did very well. Not far off the pace, on the front row. Can't really complain with that. Free tyre choice. Yep, another Darren in the chat. Cyber Husky, who will also be starting on the top 10. And because his fastest time in Q2 was on an Inter, he will get a free tyre choice. Mr. Peach J with no setup on. That's impressive. That is very, very impressive. Yes, that is very impressive indeed to do that with no setup on. Mr. Peach J with DNF on pit lane injury for Darren number 2, Cyberhusky. That is quite unfortunate. Not something you want to do. But let's be real. You're in the 10. Probably start in the medium. I'm expecting everyone to start on the mediums. Maybe a couple of hard runners, and unfortunately Tristan and Hendo will be indeed starting on the softs. But everyone, we have a 5-minute break, as we've been told that they are to ready up in 5 minutes. DPV saying, without traction control in the rain, it's hell. Look, wet conditions does not suit every single driver and their driving style on this game. Personally, for me, I will be fine in the rain without traction control. Some people aren't. Either way, DPV, you've got a dry race, I hope. So, let's hope that traction control in the rain won't be a problem for you in the future. Mr. Peach J saying he's stuffed for the race, so he can't put a setup on. Well, Mr. Peach J, Joey, mate, you know me. I saw you put it into P5. I'm sure that there are some points on offer for you today, regardless of the setup or not. And if you feel that way, then maybe realise that points are on offer, and that should be your goal today. So, readying up in about 4 minutes, as we get to stare at the lovely pit crews of the Mercedes and the Red Bull, and further along, all the other teams too. Be interesting to see the strategies of the drivers who run the Inters. Like I said, I can only imagine everyone knows the one stop is quicker here, so I'm expecting mainly mediums. Might be someone that pops into a soft, you never know, to switch it up, and well, there might be someone who opts for the hards first, but we'll only find out in a couple of minutes. We'll be finding out in just under 3 minutes. Danny, if you're still in the chat, which I doubt you are, that's fair enough. You meant to be enjoying your holiday. If you are still there, Danny, give us your potential race winner today. And maybe he'll DNF first. Just for a bit of a laugh. We hope no one DNFs though. We unfortunately saw on Monday there was a bunch of people who DNF'd. And we're hoping today that those same drivers who are racing in the Euro Div 1, as well as the multiplayer car, have, well, learnt their lessons from the curbs or wherever they DNF'd the car, and yeah. Rating up in under a minute now. So we should be seeing these cars go onto a formation lap within the minute. .345 it is, so we should be seeing someone ready up soon. And as I say that, the timer, the 30-second timer, comes onto screen. Formation lap indeed. So we will get the tyre detail, and there we have it, exactly as planned. Daz has picked a medium. Matty was here. Mr. Peach Jake, Rapid Banner picked mediums. Rapid Endo unfortunately has to start on the softs along with Tristan Freitag, but Cheeseman has picked the softs. Darth Morris and Cybarski with the Ferrari strategy picking the hards. Rufford Pole picking a set of mediums. DPV on a soft outside the 12, very aggressive strategy. Rapid Vorno, Jack the Rapid Vorno picking a set of hards, and Grieve and Chopper on the mediums. So there you have it, folks. 4 drivers on the softs, 3 drivers on the hards, and 8 on a set of fresh mediums. Unless your name is Esfinger, I do believe there is 1 lap on them. That is okay. That won't make too much of a difference, we hope. As everyone tries to warm up the tyres. Ready for Q race. There you go. You like to have the penalties up. Here we can see as the cars line up. Three, 4, 5, It's 5 lights and away we go. Hopefully everyone gets off relatively quickly and safely, as it is S-finger into turn 1. Daz going to break a little bit hard, but Tristan, knowing he has a set of softs, tried to push through there. And we have Rapid Hendo dropping down the field a little bit. You'll be a bit disappointed with that one. Cheeseman, also someone who's unfortunately dropped down the field as well. Lost a couple of places. Grief gone up the field. Rob Paul holding position. Tropper from 15th to 9th by the end of the first sector. Very impressive from him. Darth Morris and Cyberhusky holding position there in the Ferraris, and everyone apart from that looking very solid indeed. S-Finger from Daz, from Tristan, from Batten, from Peach J, from Matty was here, from Darth, from Cyberowski, from Grief, Tropper, Rotherpole, Cheeseman, Rapid Warner, DPV, and Rapid Hendo. Just wonder if Rapid Hendo might have some damage. No, everyone looks to get through fairly unscathed. There was a few cars out on wider avenues in through those first corners, but the traction difference in the tyres played a part there. Head on to lap 2 in a 1:22.1. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. It's a very solid opening lap there from S-Finger. No cars having to touch the pits. DPV getting up the inside of Rapid Warner. The tyre difference there playing a massive factor. The hards and the softs. However, DPV going for an aggressive two-strat here. Two-stop strat here. Wait and see. The cars inside each other. Brief and Chopper unfortunately disconnected. We have a car around. Cyberhusky has touched the inside curb and has spun. That was very disappointing, however, you can get up and going again. So yes, we have unfortunately lost Chopper and we have unfortunately lost Grieve. And by the rules, if they do not return, we will not be seeing them get any points regardless if they finish in the points. An 18-9 from S-Finger this time around. Daz still in that 1 second as DRS is enabled this lap. Cyberhusky overtaking Rapid Hendo as Rapid Hendo in the pits. Pit early for, I do believe, a set of hard tyres? No, a new set of mediums. He's on a new set of mediums, Rapid Hendo, so he's gotten rid of those softs. He's on a new set of mediums. Daz with the DRS. Be interested to see how they go down this fast. Tropper getting up the inside of Darth Morris. Darth Morris and Tropper. Obviously, Tropper and Grief are disconnected, unfortunately. As you can see. Here we go. DRS enabled. An 18.8, 10th improvement on that last lap from S-Finger. Comes down all the way to about 5 tenths, so really only gained about 3 tenths on that straight. We wonder if that may be downforce setups. We wonder if that's something else. Maybe Rapid Batten trying very hard to get around Tristan Frodak, whose softs maybe have run out of grip already. I wonder if Hendo has made the smart choice by getting off his set of softs really quickly here too, so he can get on a set of mediums and another set of mediums for him too. Maybe not enjoying those hard tyres as such. His teammate definitely isn't. But he will grab DRS off the ghost of Cyber Husky, unfortunately getting the first penalty after he spun out on the first lap. Or the second. One of the two. Rapid Baden has gotten past Tristan Freitag. Mr. Peach J also in behind his teammate now, so Tristan has the light flashing, so he's used most of his battery and his tyres are running out very quickly. I wonder if Red Bull strategy is saying, let me pass, let me goddamn pass. But Warner also back down there in P13, just cruising along. Tywarski got about 6/10 of him in the last lap. But maybe Jack's not pushing it so much and just enjoying himself, but he's caught up a couple of tenths on DPV on this lap. And he was here enjoying his own race. Mr. PJ, here we go. Oh, and a change for the lead. Daz LSC's got down the inside of Esslinger as Mr. PJ gets past as well. Esslinger running a bit wide there. Dirty air indeed. Dirty air indeed. Purple sector 1 there for Daz. Paul and DPV having a good little scrap there, changing positions 1 or 2 times. Rapid Vorno's caught up a bunch to him. As we see the Alpine of Rapid Baden, he's gone off at turn 7. We hope that is not damaged. We will double check. That is definitely some damage on that car. And Rapid Warner has retired from the session. Rapid Warner has retired. He's absolutely binned it on this corner here. As you can see, that Alpine is ruined. I don't know if this is going to be a safety car. There is no safety car. And Rapid Warner being left to scumber, as his teammate has also spun, and now Alpine have no points in the bag at all. Baden pits for a set of hards to the end of the race, hopefully, and a fresh new front wing. As Rapid Hendo goes through, Daz Alina has a 3-second time penalty. Wow. Mr. Peach J picking up time penalty as well, as he has damage. Mr. Peach J has damage. He has no front wing whatsoever on that car. As Rafa Paul goes round the outside, will he pit for hards? I wonder if he's made slight contact with his teammate. Daz just manages to hang on to Esslinger this time around. And Mr. Peach J has retired from the session. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how he's lost a tire on the other edge there. But that is in a very precarious position. I'm surprised that is not a safety car. Banging it. It's banging it. You'll get very close. You won't get close enough, unfortunately. The cheese man takes just some fried tag. It's just probably finally pits on those off those soft tires. DRS is enabled. It's under braking, it's a bit late as well. Let's try getting as much time as you can on Daz. Through sector 3, see the dirty air. Giving that understeer out. Here we go. DRS enabled. Drains the battery, but has retaken the lead. After batting, also picking himself up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. The track is only so wide. That's exactly what Estinger would have wanted. He would have wanted that lead back. He wouldn't have been too happy about losing it. And that's exactly what they've done. Rapid Banner has retired from the session. Looks like that is on the entry to pit lane. So a disaster for the Alpines. 10 laps in, that is disastrous. Rapid Baton not only DNFing on the pit lane entry by the looks of it. Oh, not even. It looks like he's spun coming out of into the penultimate corner. Coming out of the penultimate corner, indeed. And has put it in the wall. And yeah, that's the end of his race. And like I was saying, calamitous performance. That is a calamitous performance, unfortunately. Cyberhusky also spinning on that corner, turn 11, unfortunately. As Rapid Warner binned it into turn 7. Rufford Pole, green plus DPV as DPV pits. DPV pits. Onto a set of mediums, and I wonder, with how many laps he did on the source, I wonder if he could pull these mediums to the end of the race. On Monday night, Tuesday morning for me, Daz didn't only do a qualifying lap, but he did 23 laps. It was doable. So Abaski getting onto a set of softs, I think he knows his race might be up. But Daz scratching ever so slightly. A lot more battery than Esslinger, so he's just biding his time. and he was here very close to the back end of Darth Morris. DRS will be enabled around this corner, around the high flying right hander of turn 7 into braking. Runs a bit late on the brakes to try and gain some time. Looks like it might have worked as well. And the dirty air kicks in. Just a lot of time in Sector 3. Flap is not even opened. That's how much time he lost. So yeah, lap 13, and there's been 3 DNFs so far. And he was here trying to get back into DRS territory of Darth Morris in the Ferrari ahead. You see Daz here. Very close to that back end of Esfinger in the Aston Martin. S-finger pits. He's going to try the undercut strategy. So Daz will be absolutely loving this. He knows he can etch everything out of these medium tyres now. It's exactly what he wanted. Exactly what S-finger didn't see on Monday night as he left the session, unfortunately, after an early crash. S-finger should be coming out in P6. He is. Interesting to see what Daz does. Does he enjoy these meetings out like he did on Monday, which seemed to work perfectly for him? Or does he... Well, there you have it, the purple Sector 2. I just wonder if he has the same strategy as Monday in mind. And no! He's touched the curb on the exit of turn 12. And has spun mid-corner, so maybe that might force him into a different strategy now. I just wonder if the tyres might be a bit warm. And it does. In he comes, he had a purple Sector 2, then unfortunately scratched that off. We will go on board with Esfinger. Esfinger looks like he comfortably has this undercut under control. And he does, as many as here also pits for a set of hards. Daz lost a lot of time with that spin. And a snap of those here on some cold tyres on the hards leads him 5 seconds behind with a 3-second time penalty. Rapid head no going around Rapid Hall, who has pitted. And DPV getting himself back into the points with that. Malaysia onto his set of hards. Darth Morris still on his set of hards from the start of the race. effective P1 obviously, as those ghosts will not count. As we have Cyber Husky off at turn 1. This has not been Cyber Husky's day. The Darren has not. As the ghosts both hit on the same lap. Just going to show this a more relative time. Justin Freitag also pits, and it brings, so he pits again. No? Maybe just going out with pits both at the same time. Fair enough to you, Tristan. Fair enough to you. Drag got a properly long first stint on the softs, and now is running a very long stint on the mediums. And so far, looks like it's paying off for him. P4. DPV absolutely ringing a bunch out of that overtake. As he's in within 1 second of Hendo now. DRS open and enabled. That Williams. That's Cyber pits, I'm assuming for a set of mediums till the end of the race, and yep. Here you go, DPV opens the DRS. Gets into it within about 3 seconds. Even less now. Rapid Ender having a slow sector 1, corner 1 and 2, and around the outside. Around the outside. That is such an impressive move from the man in the Williams. What a move from DPV round the outside. If only we could have a replay of that. The last couple of laps, that's taken about 1.5 seconds out of S-Finger, and S-Finger taking about a second out of Darth Morris. Daz setting a 1:18.1. So Daz is flying on those hards. We have a yellow flag, which has been cleared up by Rob Paul. Another half a second out of that lead, and off S-Finger as well for Daz. So it looks like those hards of Darth Morris are starting to fall a bit off the cliff. I wonder if he pits this lap for a set of mediums. Can I predict the future? Does he pit this lap? He's lost a whole bunch of time in the last 2 laps. Those hards don't seem to be holding on for much longer. No, he continues. He was here closing up to the back of Grief and Trouble and the Ghost, who are currently not too far behind Tristan Freitag. As Daz takes out a whole bunch of time out of S-Finger. S-Finger 3.5 seconds off Darth Morris. Those hards for Darth Morris seem to not like it anymore. But I wonder if he's going a little bit longer in sacrifice to get the softs on his car. We'll see. Only lost a couple of tenths this lap though, so maybe the hards aren't as bad as it seems with the last couple of laps with the fall off. Danny's saying, come on, Matty boy, get those points, mate. Yes, I do believe he's talking about Hendo. Or Matthew was here. One of the two, they're both called back. Another 6 tenths that lap out of the lead. And another couple of tenths for Daz out of Vestfinger. Matthew was here is now right behind Tristan Freitag within DRS. Because while Essinger is catching Daz, Daz is also catching up to Essinger. Very interesting indeed. It just looks like he's carrying so much more momentum through these corners, or especially these slow corners here, Essinger. So he's lost another 5 tenths in the second half of the lap. Daz catches up another couple of tenths up to the behind of Essinger. Darth Morris can definitely see Essinger in his back mirror. As you can see there, he knows he can see me. We have Cyber Husky unfortunately spinning again, but manages to recover it and keep going. Good on him. He's been in the wars today. It's under 2 seconds. Essinger has it now under 2 seconds to Darth Morris. Darth Morris going to have a considerate tire advantage regardless of what he chooses to pick when he pits, but unfortunately he will be about 20 seconds behind these two. Can he pull Lewis Hamilton? .4 seconds. And I think Darth Morris has said, you know what? I want a set of fresh red striped tyres. Matty was here now indirectly behind Tristan Freitag. You'll be seeing him in his rear mirror. Essinger now picking up 3 seconds, so it's a very clear and even playing field between him and Daz. Daz now just above 2 seconds behind. Essinger just above 1 second behind Darth Morris. It is getting very, very juicy. Tristan Freitag gets himself a 3-second time penalty as well. And in he comes with 11 laps to go. Darth Morris, what is he going to pit onto? A set of mediums or a set of softs? They're setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix of the 118 flat, 0.88. So he's 2.3 now off. There you go, a fresh set of soft red stripe tyres. But he will be behind Tristan and Matty. But Darth Morris knows he will be a very, very handy amount quicker than everybody else on track. But more importantly, everyone else in front of him. Cyber now finally retires from the session, unfortunately. Wasn't Cyber's day today after a few spins and a time penalty. We did not see the best. And it's a safety car. Oh no! Cyber has brought out the safety car that has felt his teammate that has helped the front two be able to put a set of soft tyres on. Set of mediums though for S-Figure. Daz putting a set of softs on. So S-Figure not confident that Sauce will take him the rest of the way and puts on a set of mediums instead. Darth Morris using this time to put an extra couple of tyres on. An extra couple of lap for shoulder tyres, softs indeed for him. But yeah, Sayabasi couldn't find the grip today, mate. That's just unfortunate. It's just one of those days. Did not help your team out there at all, right? So I'm guessing that definitely wasn't a planned safety car. I'm only joking. Unlucky, mate. That's unfortunate. It happens though. Sometimes it's just not your day. Definitely had the pace. So the safety car with 10 laps to go has picked up the leader. Rapid Hendo also picked up a penalty heading into the pit, so I wonder if he's accidentally run a bit wide. Second on Monday, fastest lap today, and well, DNF and fuck Morris, apparently. That is your teammate though. Some friendly banter there potentially between the Ferrari teammates, very much Leclerc and Vettel-like. So we're waiting Rapid Hendo to catch up, so the safety car will be out for another lap. So, tyre choice. Fucked. Oh, yes. He fucked Morris. There you go. Well, either way. Bit of banter. So, there you have it. Tristan Freitag and Esslinger thinking the medium will be the tyre to be on. Rutherford stayed out on his set of hards. Everyone else opted for a fresh set of soft red stripe tyres. So, we'll see everyone hopefully catch up to the safety car this lap, and it will be in with 8 laps to go. It will be an 8-lap sprint off. Hopefully between Astrid, Daz, Tristan, Matty was here, Darth Morris, Cheeseman, WV, Rutherford, and Rapid Hendo. Safety car looks like it's going to do one more lap. Unfortunately, Rapid Hendo could not catch up in time. Whether it's purposeful or not, it's going around one more time. The soft runners will be keeping those tyres warm, hopefully, and realising that that's one last time they have to go around the sun. on those soft tyres, so therefore grabbing themselves a little bit more of an advantage over those medium tyres. Everyone is at the safety car now. As we go around one more time, Estling and Tristan Fredo, remember, on the medium. Rob Paul still on his old set of hards. And everyone else on a fresh set of soft. That's probably only done 1 or 2 laps under the safety car. Going to be very interesting to see how Estling holds off the soft tyre runners, and Tristan as well, full position. Safety car in this lap just for confirmation. And there will be 7 laps of absolute mayhem. Hopefully good mayhem. No crashing. See the beautiful red Mercedes. This thing not wasting no time. Ball retires from the session into the pit lane. That's quite unfortunate for Rob Paul. Probably spun, potentially spun out of that last corner just like Rapid Baton did. Or has he actually crashed on the exit of the pit entry? Who knows? Regardless, getting very interesting up the front here. Estfinger holding off Daz. Tristan getting ahead of those ghosts. And Maddie was here just ahead of Darth Morris. It was just ahead of G-Man. It was just ahead of DPV and Rapid and just outside the second off. Then back end of DPV. So 6 laps now to go. Right now. They'll be well aware of that. This thing is sitting a purple last second, getting a little bit of breathing space from Daz. Darth Morris just right behind Matty was here as well. Those ghosts are coming back, thank God, because they stayed out in their hard tyres. Hopefully everyone can overtake them, so we get a clear top 8 here. So 5 laps with DRS will be confirmed. Darth Morris taking an inside route on Matty was here. That is very impressive from the Ferrari driver. That was a very opportunistic move. As Cheeseman now gets ahead of those AI. Just DPV and Hendo to go. And here we have it. Here's the front 2. Pulled a bit of a gap on Tristan. 2.3 seconds to be exact. 2.4 seconds now. Outside DRS regardless. Darth Morris almost inside DRS for Tristan. 17.1 for Daz. Very impressive time. DRS has been enabled. And we're into the final 5 laps of the Grand Prix. Just remember the front three have 3-second penalties. So Darth Morris, Matty is here, and even Cheeseman or anyone else who will feel free to get right up close within 3 seconds of these lot. Might just nab themselves the win on penalties. Around the final corner, we'll see Daz. What has he got? Getting ever so close. Sees that flashing red light and he realises there's an opportunity here. And he was here getting very close to the back end of Darth Morris there. Darth Morris obviously very close to the back end of Tristan. Tristan losing a bunch of time to these front two. Clearly not on the pace with those medium tyres. Feels like he's struggling. That's a second within the last lap. Or even more than. Very, very close. Morris also getting very, very close. Same with Matty Wazir, he's getting very close as well. Here he is, here's the man who wants that pole position. He wants that lead of the Grand Prix. And with 3 laps to go, he's not going to get much of a better opportunity here. Flashing red light for Esfinger means that it is a little bit easier than he anticipated. And off Daz goes for P1. However, Tristan dropping another 8 tenths back on these lot within that sector 3 to sector 1. Still holding up Darth Morris, but all it would take for Darth Morris is to get within 3 seconds, but he is running out of time. Only 2.5 laps remaining. Matty was here as spun. On the inside of the curb, Matty was here as spun. Rapid Hendo also spun. Oh no, that's calamitous for both of them. Matty was here, was in dangerously good position, right, tucked up right under Darth Morris. He was in for some good points. Unfortunately, Matty was here has spun again. That's really unfortunate. 16.9 now for Daz. As he breaks the 1 second from Esfinger. Darth Morris dropped back from Tristan Freitag a bit that time around and didn't even have DRS. So he is losing time quick. He needs to catch up roughly about 3.5 seconds once he overtakes, if he overtakes Tristan. Yeah, you know what the great Mr. Walker said. It's one thing to catch a car, it's another thing to overtake him. Murray Walker, rest in peace to that absolute legend. Don't quote me on that. I do believe he was the one who said that. He is a legendary commentator. Best of his kind. Yeah, but DRS now enabled this time around for Darth Morris. We will be heading onto the final lap of the Grand Prix, and I do not see Darth Morris not only overtaking Tristan Freitag, but is he able to catch? Well, it's almost 4 seconds now he'd need to catch. Onto the last lap of the Grand Prix. Darth Morris has finally got around, and now he has to catch 2 seconds to be within second place is penalty range. It would need to catch. Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be doable for Darth Morris. He'll give it his all, I'm sure. But unfortunately, unfortunately took too long to overtake Tristan Freitag. No disrespect to Tristan, he's obviously a great racer and he's done very well to hold off the soft runners for that long as he's on the mediums. He's even got himself some DRS down the straight here, but unfortunately not enough. It looks like a little bit of... Oh! Tristan's lost it. But we can't focus on that too much because the man of the moment, the man of the hour, Darth Morris didn't even catch up any time in these two, even after overtaking Tristan. That is first place and second place for Esfinger. But here's the man of the moment, Daz LFC. Cheeseman goes up to third. Cheeseman's absolutely yoinked Darth Morris's P4. Well, he's P3 on the line by a 10th. DPV picking up P5. Not sure how the rest of it's going to work, but I can only imagine Tristan will be moved up to P6, Rapidendo moved up to P7, and Matty was here. Well, she left the session, but hopefully he's moved up to P8. But here's the man. This guy is the man. He unfortunately crashed out on Monday in the multiplayer car. But, and he was looking very, very dangerous for the win there, attacking Kimi Räikkönen. But has done it today, where it counts as well, in the Div 1. Very impressive race today from both Esfinger and Daz, but Daz taking the cake in the last couple of laps. Cheeseman, it is to be said, that was very impressive to pip Darth Morris to the line. Darth Morris's turn, sector 3, seemed to get away from him, unfortunately. DPV picking up 5th place. You know, very impressive for the Williams today. It's 10 points for him. And GG boys enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed that, boys. I'm glad that you boys enjoyed yourselves as well. P5 for DPV and P1 for Daz. So this has been round 2 of the Rapid Racing League Euro Div 1 cars. Well, races, I should say. Unfortunately, a lot of retirements today, but everyone who finished today in the points will get points, apart from Grief and Trupper. I can only imagine, for being Ghost since the very start. But it's been your boy Kahoot God. You'll see me next week, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.